I'm okay. I apologize. I'm going to be off camera again today just because it seems to be the best way for my connection to stay connected. But let's start the meeting. So good morning. For the record, I'm Chris Young, Chair of the HDC Sign Advisory Committee. Let's confirm access. Members, please respond with an aye when I call your name. Paul Wolf.
Here.
Kevin Kuster.
Aye.
Ben Norman.
Here.
And staff, Kathy Flynn.
Present.
Okay, this meeting, this open meeting of the SAC is being conducted remotely, consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of March 12, 2020. That order allows public bodies to convene remotely so long as public access to deliberations is reasonably provided. This meeting is convening via Zoom with video and audio recording, and we're being broadcast via YouTube on the town's YouTube channel. This meeting will feature public comment. Materials provided to members for the meeting or provided during the meeting are available on the town's website. During the meeting, I'll introduce agenda topics and speakers. Please remember to mute your Zoom audio until your name's called. Direct comments and questions through the chair to avoid crosstalk and making the taking of minutes easier. And votes will be conducted by roll call. With that said, let's move on to the meeting. So we'll call to order at 9 o'clock on June 8th, 2021. Do we have a motion to adopt the agenda?
I'll motion that.
Thanks, Ben.
Second.
Paul, thank you. Kevin, are you in favor?
Aye.
And Ben,
Aye.
Kevin,
Aye. Twice.
and I am as well. Oh, sorry, Paul.
Aye, and Mark is here too.
Oh, okay. Mark, let's confirm access. Are you on the line?
I am.
All right. And would you like to vote to adopt our agenda?
Aye.
Great. And how about the approval of our minutes from the last meeting? Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Thanks, Mark. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thanks, Kevin. Paul, are you in favor?
Aye.
Ben?
I got to abstain. I wasn't at the meeting last week. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Mark?
Aye.
And Kevin?
Aye.
All right, great. I'm in favor as well. So it looks like the only thing on the agenda is 30 Main Street as far as new applications. Is Linda supposed to be joining us, Kathy?
I don't know if I don't think I probably sent her the link. I don't think I did. I don't think she's up this early anyway.
Okay.
But she sent me something at 1:11, so I don't think she's, I don't know.
Got it.
Let me see if I can find her. It's pretty straightforward. Let me just look at
Kevin, it's being recorded. Don't say anything.
Too late.
Reeling over there.
Thanks for the heads up, Ben. No, I was just going to say that Article 82 passed on Saturday, so thank you all
Yes.
Congratulations.
for your support.
Nice job, Kevin.
Oh, this is
Okay.
the wrong. No, this is the wrong one. Sorry. This is the one that you were. Well, I can show it anyway. You were waiting for the. Julia isn't on the line, but I think you were waiting for the master sign plan for this one.
Right.
Correct.
Yes. So has that, and that's been hung. That's I see that's up already.
Yeah.
On Main Street, but let's look at the master sign plan first, since that's sort of a.
Okay. So
Okay.
I was telling Chris earlier that the numbers are off, you guys. She has it listed as 1, 2, 3, and the applicants put the applications in as 30A, 30B, and 30C. So just as a point of clarification.
So what are they calling for? 3 hanging brackets.
So so did this get posted or did I miss it?
No, it didn't get posted. You mean, of these 3 applications online?
Yeah,
No, I just got them, or 2, I just got 2 of them this morning, and I came in early to download them for the meeting, so you did not have a view pack, so I apologize for that,
so,
but it was a crazy week, so.
but we, oh, I'm sure, but we can still talk about them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I post them online as a courtesy. It's not required. I did it because of COVID, and for
Oh,
you all
okay.
to review ahead of time if you have time. But that's not a requirement by any stretch for any board. It's just as a courtesy.
No, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Each location, is that correct?
It's hard to tell if she wants it on the brick or on the,
Well, can I speak if it's okay on this?
yeah.
Just observations. No, I know we reviewed the small unit. That's the one that Kevin was just referring to. And I remember her comment being that and it's hard to tell what the circles are really indicating, but I know that she said her bracket was going to be attached to the freeze board above the brick because it would be too challenging to mount into the brick.
Yeah.
And I do believe that Co & Co was proposing the same location for their mounting bracket. But then I see that the bracket for the one that's up right now is actually mounted lower than that. So that there wouldn't be, it's hard to see if they're going to be consistently mounted. If you go to a sure thing, I guess, you might see what yep. See, she mounted it between the pilasters, if you will, versus up freeze. If they mount them to the freeze, they can all be consistent from unit to unit. It's not that I don't mind it being where she's mounted it here at a short thing, but we couldn't accomplish that at the far unit. We'll have to jump up. And then again, for Co & Co, is their sign up, or I forget how far we got with that. If we flip to the next unit over.
That's the next application if you want me to.
Well,
display that.
maybe slide 7 that we would want to look at? Is that it?
I'm sorry, what?
The next slide, maybe we could just look
Okay,
at.
yeah.
I don't think Co & Co is up yet.
I
I noticed a short thing the other day and I didn't see Co & Co's.
So is theirs up on there's nothing on the freeze? Was that just implied in the graphic?
Looks like they want to put lettering up there, which I'm not in favor of.
Wall sign.
And they too look like they're proposing to mount it between the pilasters, which will match the unit next to it where they put it. So I just raised that point. These brackets appear to be, 2 would be symmetrical to one another, I guess, units, the 2 large units, and then the smaller unit, the far right, she would be mounting it up, or at least propose to mount it up on the freeze versus the brick.
Unless you can get it on that brick at the.
You probably can. You just got to go into the masonry, obviously, and I think they were trying to avoid that. It's not that it isn't impossible, certainly.
Yeah,
It
I don't know.
almost looks cleaner, in my opinion, and then I'll shut up. But it almost looks like the brackets are cleaner as mounted between the 2 pilasters versus higher up on the freeze.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah, I would agree with that. I think that. Plus, it's getting so high up, and the sign is not that big. I think it's too high if it gets up on the freeze. But I'm opposed to the lettering that goes on the freeze. I just think that invites the other businesses to do the same thing, and all of a sudden we've got 6 signs on that building. So,
Well, Kevin, the picture we're looking at now, at the top, it says the wall sign will be eliminated in favor of a bracket sign.
no, well,
So,
I still don't think I would do that to that building, frankly.
No, I agree with you, but
No, that's what they're saying, is that they're not going to put the wall sign up.
that's the way,
So, yeah,
Oh.
and the master sign plan is only asking for 3 projecting signs. So,
so there
So
we
that
then
go.
would
why are they even showing this? I don't know.
I don't know. I got it this morning. And Linda isn't here.
I think if we-
Probably to have something to argue about.
I think.
So- the other thing we should consider, though, is that the 28 by 28 is larger than the allowable size for the sign. But it's almost 5.5 square feet, whereas 5 square feet is the limit on the Co sign. And I'm not sure how it would feel in scale to the, what's the size of the Shore Thing sign, Kathy? Can we look at that application real quick? Because they're going to be basically right next to each other.
Twenty-two by 22.
Yeah, so she's in compliance, whereas the Co would be too large. And if they're right next to each other, it might really feel awkward.
Yeah. I think they
I mean,
should both be the same size.
Yeah, her
And
sign is,
mounted.
her sign's only 3.3 square feet and theirs is 5.4, so it's, 75% bigger.
Yeah, and for the purposes of the master sign plan, I think it should definitely be the same size and what it's supposed to be.
Okay. Now, on the other
So-
hand, it's allowable to be 5 square feet for
Oh.
what it's worth. So she's applying for an undersized sign,
Oh, I got you.
but
Which looks great. The scale looks good.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure we can tell Co that they have to, downsize from what the guidelines allow, right? Because of another storefront sign.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think they need to meet the maximum or get below the maximum.
But then again, if they are at the maximum and that's allowed, for the master sign plan, I guess what if somebody comes in with a circle, we'd let them do it, so. Wouldn't we?
Yeah.
I guess they
Yeah.
don't have to match, but as long as they're hanging from the same point. And
Right.
I just think the one up the street where, vis-a-vis is and so forth, that they've done a nice job with the signage on that building. And I'd hate, this one should get the same kind of treatment. But
Right.
anyway,
So should we start with the master sign plan and vote on that so that we can then just take action on each of the signs? If we're in agreement that they're asking for 3 projecting signs located below the frieze, which we're okay with. It'll be up to them to figure out how to mount it in masonry. Does anybody have, do they specify the size, Kathy? Limiting the size?
Co 28 by 28 doesn't have
Yeah,
the
so
Shore Thing. So you want them to put the size of each sign.
I think we should just say the 5 square feet maximum would be the appropriate thing. This is really more of a summary, not so much a master sign plan, because they're actually giving us specifics of different applications. Whereas if we were to just say unit A, unit B, unit C, each get this type of sign, that would be more, that's really more the purpose of the master sign plan. So
so how about a motion to approve the master sign plan? 3 units, each of the signs to be no more than 5 square feet and to hang below the frieze in a consistent location across the building.
Great. Let's make an amendment to that and to include the menu box for the Masons, just because that's the same building.
Yes, and the menu box, that's a different entrance with the same building, yeah.
You know, you raise a good point with the menu box. They haven't addressed any signage in the back of the building, no parking, things of that nature. I mean, with this application, we'll assume there's nothing on the back of the building, but they certainly haven't addressed it either.
Right.
And that's a visible elevation as you come up, Union?
Yeah.
True.
You know, I'm splitting hairs a little bit, but I'm just.
They don't do they have signs back there? I haven't really noticed them in the past.
Every time I go back there to use the telephone, what was that?
Well, I just did an HTC inspection in the back of 30 Main and I didn't see any signage, but I wasn't.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's not up now.
Captain, did you notice the Anderson windows they used?
You know, they can always come back and amend this plan if they want to add time.
That's fine. Yeah, I don't want to hold it.
All right, so the motion is for 3 projecting signs of 5 square feet maximum, plus the existing menu box. Do we have a second for that?
Second.
Thanks, Paul. Mark, are you in favor?
Yeah, aye.
And Ben,
Aye.
Kevin,
Aye.
and Paul,
Aye.
and I am as well.
Just ask a question.
Okay.
So did we approve the sign last week for the small unit in the far right?
No, we told them that it had to wait for the master sign plan.
So her application, I don't think we had any problems with those, but her application will reflect a relocation of her bracket to be consistent with the master sign plan.
Right, good point.
Okay.
But that's not on the agenda for today. That's the one that didn't make it back on the agenda.
No, because it was pending the master sign plan. And she actually emailed the owner and said that you need to do a master sign plan so I can get approved.
Okay, got it.
Did you want
So
to see
then-
the projecting sign that Linda for Co and Co? Did you want to make a motion on that?
Yeah, so let's do that one next.
Or recommendation, shall I say?
All right. And was there a blue paint sample they were showing us, or is it supposed to be proposed colors? Okay. All right, any conversation on this sign? Paul,
No.
Kevin?
No, I think it's approvable. I think we should make a note to keep other signs off the windows because this gallery tends to want to do that.
Okay. Ben?
No sign, no comment on the sign other than the size. It's too big. So it needs to be 5 square feet or smaller per the master sign plan approval.
Right.
Oh, yes, yes.
It looks like that would be relatively easy to do, frankly, especially if they're about to paint it. It's just a matter of trimming the edges. That's good. Mark?
Yeah, no concerns.
Okay. So do we want to make a motion?
I'd make a motion to approve with the size to meet no greater than 5 square feet.
Second.
Thanks, Paul. Kevin, are you in favor?
Aye.
And Mark?
Aye.
And Paul?
Aye.
And Ben?
Aye.
I am as well. Okay, so then we have a shore thing. And so this sign has been up for a little bit. If anybody's seen it, it's looking pretty good. Let's open up conversation. Ben, do you have any thoughts?
No concerns.
Mark?
No comment.
Okay. Kevin?
I'm fine with it. I think we've approved this before.
And Paul?
I'm fine with it.
All right. I have no comments other than, yeah, it's been approved before. So does anybody want to make a motion?
Move to approve.
All right. Is that Mark? Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, thanks, Kevin. Paul, are you in favor?
Aye.
Ben,
Aye.
Kevin,
Aye.
Mark?
Sure. Aye.
I am as well. All right, good work, everybody. So the other unit that we looked at before, we said would be okay. Kathy, did it have approval just waiting for the master sign plan? Or did
Yes.
do we have to vote
Yes,
on it again?
it was, but I can reach out to her and ask her to move the
Okay.
bracket down to the, because it appears that Linda circled it like that, so maybe she could reach
Yeah.
out to her.
Okay. All right, great. So moving on, we had enforcement was next on the agenda.
Enforcement. So Kevin had asked about fines for we were discussing last week about what's the business that
Friedman.
yes. So I spoke with Andrew and he said that you have to start all over again. Like a year is a little,
Really?
it's probably been over a year, but NIR is part of, are they part of NIR?
I don't know, but starting over every year really makes no sense to me, because then they're back to a $10 fine or $50 fine. And
Yeah.
we're in the same
Oh.
position we were before.
Well, I agree, but I also think last year we weren't doing anything because of COVID. So
Yeah.
we would have had our finger on the pulse, so to speak, if we were allowed to, you know. But I can reach out to NIR. I think NIR was involved with that for some
Yeah.
reason.
I don't know. I'm not sure who owns that building. You know, there's another sign that popped up. I don't have a photograph of it, but I'll try to get one. Natural Resources put a sign up outside of the hatchery, and it's quite large and over the top. It's advertises the people that work there and all. I mean, it's all good information, but it's just inappropriate to stick on a beach with a sign. So
Somebody sent that to me and I reached out to Leslie, yes, and Mark, and that's federal, so we don't have any jurisdiction over that. It's owned by the US government.
but that doesn't matter. That's I'm sorry, but that's really crazy. You have the town making a sign violation, and then they say it's because it's federal property.
Well, I can research it some more then.
Yeah, I mean, our legislation says it's within a public view, and we've taken the same position with the state forest and other things. So I think when you see this, you'll realize just how hideous it is, and it's really inappropriate. And I don't know what about the rest of you guys, but I'm willing to go to bat for this, because I think when you see it, and I'm looking at one right now. I don't have the ability to show you, but it's not good.
Mark, was the picture you took, was that on the property or was that from the public way?
I'm not exactly sure. It's funny, they posted a video of them installing the sign.
Oh, that's right. That was a screenshot. That's right. Okay, well, Kevin, I'll look into it.
Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't clear in my description to Leslie.
We're just sending you one, Kathy. Maybe you'll get it.
Okay.
Yeah, Kevin, I agree with you. I mean, I feel like if the town initiates a complete violation of their own rules, and it happens to be on federal land, the town initiated this sign. It's like,
Yeah,
because
that's like,
the town needs to have a clean bill of health.
that's about the worst excuse I've ever heard.
Yeah, I don't agree.
We don't have the right to put it up.
But then again, you could say that if it's federal land, the town doesn't have the right to put a sign up there. I mean, I got to tell you, I've been dealing with signs all weekend. You should have it, Kathy.
Yeah, I gotta format it so I can display it for you all.
I mean, there's a way to do it. we could do it like we've done the ones at Sconset Bluff or something like that. There's a sensitive way to approach this, but what they've done is in your face and not appropriate.
Kevin, where is this sign you're talking about?
Down by the hatchery at Brent Point.
Okay,
I mean, it's everybody who goes to Brent Point to look at the lighthouse will walk right by it.
I'll go take a look.
I think Kathy's gonna try to pull it up.
While we're waiting, has anybody been by the Macy warehouse recently?
The glass doors.
How is that approved?
That's a good one, huh?
I don't think it was approved.
I think they did it as interior doors.
Yeah,
And I agree, they probably showed it with the main doors closed.
totally inappropriate. I mean, if they would have set it back maybe 5 feet or something, but right in your face.
Okay, I can speak to that real quickly. I got the photo on Thursday. I stopped what I was doing. I went downtown. I took the pictures. I asked the gentleman working.
All right.
And he said, oh, there's another door on the other side. And I'm like, oh, great. So I took a picture of that. A violation was sent out the next day. So we have to wait to allow that. There's a due process involved here. When I send a violation out, I'm still dealing with violations from a year and a half ago that haven't been resolved yet. So it takes time. Unfortunately, it takes time. So little things, I mean, even it took a year and a half to resolve light fixtures on Main Street, and town council had to get involved, and so it can take some time, folks.
Yeah.
So I apologize, but that's just the way it works. I
Oh,
have
no,
to
it's more
allow
just-
them.
Hey,
Just
glad
agree with you.
Yeah, so I'm on it, and I'm
Glad
waiting
you're
for
on
them. So if I don't get a response from them, I send out a citation. And then if I don't get a response, then it goes to town council and it's out of my hands. And then they deal with their lawyers, and then they deal with it, so.
it's much easier if everybody gets their approvals, isn't it?
Yeah, wouldn't it? Okay. Okay, do you guys see that?
Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay.
You know, I'm sorry, but
Well, I might have
Is the whole
rephrased
thing new,
it wrong.
or just the lower part recently added? Or it doesn't matter? I don't know.
no, the whole thing is, I think the whole thing is new.
Yeah. It's like two signs put together.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it really, the top piece is all staff pictures, which and the bottom thing has got some good information in it, but I don't know that it needs to be on a sign, or it could be a little more horizontal and a little more muted, maybe, like we've done it at other places. But this is not a good approach. But like Kathy just reminded us, it may take us years to get it off, especially if it's federal property. I smell an article for next town meeting.
Oh, you're funny. Keep you busy.
So anyway, that's that, I guess. Give them a heads up, but
Well,
but I'm sorry, Leslie, that's not going to cut it, that excuse.
Well, I might have not explained it properly also, so I will circle back with you all. So I did have one more thing. Did you all get the email about brief sentence I'm going to send to Nantucket Builders Association? I'll send to the board first, if you were okay with that.
I didn't catch what the change actually was, so it must not have been much.
It was just to tell them that you all were going to be updating the construction and site guidelines.
Yeah.
So I can find the email here. Oh, we lost Chris. He's coming back in. See if I can find it.
Hey, there he is.
Oh,
Yeah, so it says for your consideration. Oh no, Dear Nantucket Builders Association Board of Directors, in an ongoing effort to obtain compliance, the HDC Sign Advisory Council has updated its current construction and site signs in the HDC sign guidelines, and I attached the link. Please distribute the attached document to your members. And the attached document is what Kevin worked on and updated.
I think it's fine.
Mhm.
I'll
Yeah, I
second
think
that.
it's- Sorry, I lost connection for a while, so I think it's great.
Chris, we've been chipping in for your booster. We're almost there.
All right, thank you. I don't know why is it,
You're right, you're in
there's something about
Mid-Island
this
too.
building.
Good till
It's haunted.
9:15 and then we lose you.
I don't know what's going on. As soon as you start talking about things I don't like, I just pretend I'm
That's it, yeah. Oh, I'm losing connection, gotta
Breaking up.
works great with clients too.
go.
Yeah. Sorry. So do we want to, Kevin, are you chairing at the moment?
No, we were just talking about this, the
Okay.
potential violation down at the hatchery. And Kathy's going
Got
to follow up on that. And then she was just pointing out one other thing here.
The Nantucket Builders Association.
Yeah, the letter to
the
the
builders
builders.
association.
So Kathy, would that go up to the HTC for them to
Yeah.
vote and approve that letter to go out?
Yeah, I can either ask Ray if he
Do we
wants
need
to
to vote
just
on
do a blanket
it?
approval for that or not, yeah.
Okay. Do we need to vote to endorse that or
That
should
would be
we?
nice.
All right. So do we want to have a motion to do that? Anybody wanna
Motion to approve change to the sign guidelines for building and construction signs and to go to the full board for final approval.
Second,
Great. Thank you. Mark, are you in favor?
Aye.
And Ben,
All right,
Kevin,
Aye.
Paul?
aye.
Great. I am as well. All right. Thank you, Kathy. And thanks,
I
Kevin.
did want to tell you guys real quickly that the next meeting is the 15th. Now, I don't know the fate of Zoom meetings right now. I will circle back with you on that. But we're trying to get guidance from the governor's office. There is talk of a regulatory boards meeting in person and perhaps the smaller committees like yourselves meeting on Zoom. But we're just waiting for that. So there's a slight possibility that you'll be coming to two fairgrounds soon, or you might be staying on Zoom till at least September.
Oh, no.
What's the opinion of that, by the way?
Opinion from town
I'm
council?
sorry, from the SAC members in terms of meeting Zoom or.
I like it this way.
I do too. I don't know. I would have made every meeting.
I'm with you on that, Mark. I agree.
You
I
can
don't
always
like
come in
when
and
I
pull a
signal-
file. If you could do like one-stop shopping after you have the meeting,
True,
you can
I
pull a
guess.
building file and make it.
And I miss seeing Kathy, but
Aw.
you know,
Yeah,
but it's worked out
so,
pretty good. It's pretty efficient time-wise, I gotta admit.
I agree.
Yeah, I think the only downside is getting to look at color, but you know, we could always have one of us go do that.
true.
Just
True.
thought
Right.
to-
So if we were to meet in person, it will be back to the same schedule here on Tuesdays at 9.
Okay.
All right. We'll wait for the
Oh.
governor's word.
I'll let you guys know. As soon as I know, you'll know.
Thanks, Kathy.
Sounds good. Do we want to have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Thanks, Mark.
Second,
Thanks, Paul. Ben, are you in favor?
I'm in favor.
Kevin?
Aye.
Paul?
aye.
Mark?
Aye.
I am as well. All
Bye,
right.
guys. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Have a good week.
You too.
All right.